The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cowboys will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Luna. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. To the air, it's Orlando. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UConn offense goes back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leaves it. Got a little space. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. UConn will have to punt it away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UConn.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Orlando. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. Quick step and go. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UConn going back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. A first down for the offense. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Luna. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UConn. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Huskies. And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Orlando. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Luna. Throws to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Rides the back on the option to give. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Now improvising. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UConn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. out in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Okay, ready?
Wants to throw. It's Orlando. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pace. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
UConn tries to move the chains on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Dances away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning on the Jets. He's at the... and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Got it in the middle. It's Pace. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Orlando. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coffee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Smith. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Makes the catch. It's Parker. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Toss to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
UConn will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Grab near the marker. It's Pace. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of... Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. After run, now throw. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.